Boys, Nick Dorenzo here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about how we all live on this rock. We all live on this floating rock in this earth. And we all really have two choices. To make everything matter or to make nothing matter at all. It really put me into perspective one day when I was just like thinking. I was like, I used to live that YOLO lifestyle. I used to say nothing matters. I can do whatever I want. My life's going to fall apart. It doesn't mean anything if I fail. It doesn't mean anything if I succeed. My life truly doesn't matter. I can party as much as I want. I can waste away my life. I can do things that aren't benefiting me at all whatsoever in any shape or form and completely destroy my life. And it wouldn't matter. Or I could say everything matters because this is my one life. This is my one opportunity. This is my one shot at success. This is my one shot at seeing why God put me on this earth. This is my one shot at finding why I'm here and seeing truly what my potential can bring. And when I finally made the decision to take this one shot in that direction, to take this one shot in the direction that's going to make me better, to take this opportunity in a way to where I'm going to actually be fulfilled with my life, that's when everything truly started to change. That's when everything changed for me. But this shift didn't just happen out of nowhere. It didn't just come to life out of nowhere. No, I literally got to a point to where I thought my brain was broken from all of the things I was doing, right? I didn't know what caused it, but I had derealization for years on end. And in the middle of the state, I continued to party, drink, and all these things every single weekend, keeping me in this state, keeping me trapped. And it led me to a state of trying to fit in this box of who I truly wasn't at the core. And I had borrowed goals. I had other people's goals. And I thought that those goals were for me. I thought this lifestyle was for me, but it wasn't. And basically my derealization got so bad that if I kept going, I would just lose my mind. It felt so disconnected from everything. I had to quit everything at once. Dropped the porn. I dropped the nicotine. I dropped the vaping. I dropped the weed, the alcohol. I dropped everything. And I locked in on myself. I locked in on self-improvement. I locked in on changing. I locked in on bringing out my physique, bringing out the things I could control, right? Like the gym, like self-improvement, like running, and all of these things led me in a state of control, led me in a state of fine-tuning my lifestyle to a lifestyle with purpose, realizing that I am here for a reason and that things aren't happening to me, but they're happening for me to build me and sculpt me into the man that I was meant to become. So in a state of losing my brain, basically, I was like, hey, I need to make everything matter, not nothing matters. The mindset completely shifted from nothing matters in life to everything matters, because this is my one time I can ever be this old. This is my one time I can ever have this shot at being successful at a young age, being successful at old, whatever I'm doing in life. This is truly my one shot. I'm not going to be able to just come back and live this life over again. This is my one shot. I found God. There's going to be an afterlife, but while I'm here, this is truly what matters, right? We never know what's in the unknown, and I'm not going to die knowing I could have done more. I'm not going to die knowing there's a better version of myself out there. I'm not going to die living a life with no meaning, no purpose, and no impact. Because like, if you ever heard David Goggins when he posted that thing, when he talked about how when you die, you're resurrecting and God shows you the man you could become, says your name, and it's nowhere close to where you were. And it's like your full potential. This is why you were on this earth. Yet you fell into the vices for other people. You fell into the trap for people that aren't even there for you. And when you get in this trap, when you fall into this trap of mediocrity with the mindset that nothing matters, it leads you in a state of emptiness, because at the end of the day, what do you have if you don't even have yourself? You're chasing something for other people. And that's what a lot of people fall into. And then they wonder why they're not happy. They wonder why they feel lost. They're wondering why they don't feel fulfilled at the end of the day. But the truth is, you're not going to feel fulfilled if you don't have a reason to feel fulfilled in this life. We all are here for so many reasons. You have multiple purposes. If you look at your life like a bunch of rings surrounding each other, there's a giant ring and then there's little rings in it. And every single time you get on your another life purpose, you break down another ring. So your first purpose could be getting your 9-to-5 job. Then it's a purpose that one 9 to 5 job leads you to meet someone. But if you don't follow through with an open opportunity when God asks you to walk, you're missing the next purpose. You could look at your situation and say, hey, if this wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have found that other ring. And then you keep breaking down until you get to your ultimate life purpose. And it's almost like a never-ending thing of rings. But how many rings are you going to break down before you pass? That's the question I ask myself. How many rings can I break down? How many times can I get closer to my ultimate purpose? Every single solitary day. It's me asking myself what I need to do to break another ring, to get close, to get more farther down the path of purposes. And it all comes from a state of wanting more in this life. And I don't think a lot of you guys will truly be this ambitious if you don't hit a rock bottom and you don't have a strong enough reason to become great in this life. Because the truth is, I was blessed to have an amazing family, to have an amazing house, and be just financially well off for my childhood. But if it wasn't for my mental health skyrocketing, I would never be in this ambitious. So my whole point in my channel and all of these things I talk about is weaponizing your struggles to build an unbreakable mindset and physique. Because these are the two things that really carry you in life. The physique and mindset go together with your habits and your nutrition, obviously, but the mindset and physique truly makes a man a man. A man can't be broken when he has an unbreakable mindset. He can't be broken when he has the physique to show off of his interior state. When your internal is so strong that your external is a direct representation of that internal, you are so unbreakable and so powerful. And it's honestly an amazing thing, but not many people will see who they could become if they don't make it possible within themselves. So this is a quick video, guys. I just want to get out the point that if you have two choices on this earth: to make everything matter or to make nothing matter. If you choose to make shit matter, you will become someone who matters, and your life will matter to you. But it's really it's your own choice. Like, no objection of a reality is fake. It's just a choice within yourself. The world doesn't feel bad for you. The universe doesn't feel bad for you. It didn't feel bad for me, but I had to change the way I viewed this life and to start to look at it with a more thankful, appreciative perspective to get any change within my life. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, the link's going to be in the bio. You can see everything I do on a daily basis. I'd appreciate it. Catch up with me on there. See a lot of advice, my morning wake-ups, and so much more. So valuable on there. You can DM me, all of that. But I kept it short for you guys. Stay killing it. We're all in this together. We're all in this journey to figure out our purposes and why we're on this earth. I appreciate you boys for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.